Welcome to Nenabling with Allie. This week is all new everything, which I'm so excited about, especially right after we had a big sale. So out with the old, in with the new, and let me tell you, the biggest deal is that we have Morocco. Morocco's launching this Friday, and I couldn't be more excited. It's a project I've been working on for almost 2 years now, and you wouldn't think it'd be that hard to open up a new country and work with new artisans in another country, but it's an incredible amount of work, but totally worth it. As you can see, look how beautiful. And when I talk about Morocco, we have a lot of things out here, but I'm talking about these bags. So we will be introducing our Morocco bag collection this Friday, and there's some really special features about it that I want you to know. First of all, let's talk about the leather. So the leather is actually made out of sheepskin, and I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it's kind of this lighter brown color, especially compared to our full grain leather that we offer from Guatemala. It's lightweight, it's buttery soft, and our leather cleaner, the Chamberlain's leather cleaner, works beautifully on it. So that's one thing to know. I'm actually excited that it's lightweight because I have back problems, so it's whenever I can save some pounds on my back, I'm happy about it. So we do have, you'll see on our Nena bags, it says Nena and Co Morocco, Heart Morocco. In Guatemala it says Guatemala, Heart Guatemala. So it's a cute little feature. Let me tell you about the fabric. So when I was like I said, this is a long journey creating this collection, and it's kind of in between our artisan and our heritage and society collection. And I say it's in between just for two reasons. And it's aesthetically, the pocket, there's a front line, we kind of mimicked that neckline pocket, even though these don't carry the same story of that they were once repeals and a woman's shirt that was a neckline, and that's why I wanted to preserve it. But we do really like the functionality of that pocket there. So for now, I'm not saying it'll stay, because Heritage and Society does not have that frontline pocket, because we wanted to preserve the design. But for now, this one does, and these panels are made new. I will admit that initially my initiative was to use vintage rugs, because I really just thought those were just in abundance. But once we started working with artisans in Morocco, we realized there was just such a great need for newly woven fabrics to be in demand. So I went to small villages in Morocco where it's interesting to know that the women are the providers of their family, and they are the sole providers. They provide all of the income, the means for their food and education. And so you start something and you never know where you're going to end up. And I am so happy that we ended up choosing not to use vintage rugs, even though I love vintage rugs. But for this project, they are all woven new, and they're the way they make them is very eco-friendly. When I was there and I asked them, where do you get the wool? You can look on our website, and we'll provide this link to give you more detail about the process of how these Moroccan bags are made. But I will tell you, while I was there, I said, where do you get your materials to make these mini carpets? And they pointed outside to their sheep herds that they have outside. And so it's very sustainable. I mean, they will shave their own sheep, and then they wash the wool, and then they spin it themselves. And then they dye. They have a pattern in their head. Like I said, it's very. They think of the designs in their head, and the designs are very much inspired by their heritage. So let me see if I can see this one. One of them has, you can see a lot of mountains, and these represent mountains because where they're from in Taznook, it's very mountainous, and so this is very much regional where they're from. I'm actually not sure what this design is, but I really love this one because this is one that I actually took a photo with the woman that made this particular rug, and with this design, and I loved it, so I wanted to add that in there. But so they choose the design in their mind. They hand dye the wool themselves, and then wash it again, and then hang it out to dry on a clothesline or out on the floor outside. So it's very much an artisan, handmade process. Each panel takes about 2 days to weave, and very time consuming, very beautiful work. The other details that are different is, you'll notice the small details, but the hardware, I love the hardware. It's bronze plated metal, and you'll also notice, because they use sheepskin, the leather, it's not as big as a cowhide, so the straps are a little bit smaller. Each bag is just a little bit smaller than in comparison to our Guatemalan line. So that's something that you should also take note of. Let's see, what else? So that's the Morocco collection. That's exciting. I'm so excited. It's like I said, this is a very slow process. I can't, almost painfully slow for me, because we've just been waiting and waiting and waiting. But because these women are in such remote villages and they take so long to make, these take a very long time to make. So we're excited to finally launch our first batch of Morocco bags. But like I said, this week is all new everything, and so I want to also point out that we will be restocking our Ghana collection, and there's a new addition that I'm so excited about. You can't see it, but we designed a tag that says, Nenabling has partnered with verified members of the Fair Trade Federation to bring you this handcrafted bag made in Ghana with hand-dyed elephant grass, and then by the artisan, and the artisan actually signed their name with the bag that they made themselves. And they are the ones designing each individual bag, so that's actually really, really cool. Kind of a funny thing, we sent them the tags, we sent them the instructions that we wanted, but we didn't send them instructions on how we wanted the technique of sewing on the tags, like exactly. And so they did their best. It's not exactly how I would do it, but I'm just happy they did it at all. But we're going to be working on that. But I'm kind of excited for whoever gets this, so you can kind of see the first round of signed tags that we received from Ghana. It's just so exciting. I'm so excited that we have artisan signatures on the bags now. Okay, last is one other initiative I wanted to take on this year was introducing you to other artisan brands. And the one that stood out to me the most, and for those of you that don't know, my mom is very much into researching kind of sustainable, renewable, ecological brands and she shares them with me. She always shares them with me. And one of them was this brand called Chamula. These sandals. They're made by hand by artisans in Mexico. We actually had to wait a really long time to get these as well. But my idea was to start introducing you to new artisan brands that I admire, that I love. I've had my first pair of Chamula sandals for maybe 3 years now, and I thought maybe I should introduce all of you guys to some of the coolest, most comfortable artisan-made sandals from Mexico. We have 3 different styles for you to choose from, and we're going to be launching those this Friday as well. So many exciting things, so many new things, and I can't wait for you guys to see them.